Hello, Jack.
Hello there, Cameron. I want to talk about auteur theory.
Okay.
What do you define auteur theory as?
It's a theory of filmmaking when it comes to a head person in production that has a vision. You know, the film it's more passionate, you know,
Right.
you can end up with a better product.
Right.
Some people say it's not a great idea, some people say it's not,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you need the inclusion of everyone, but then some people say that when you just have one person involved, you can get a more passionate and a finer piece of art really out of it.
This brings me to the point that we came here today. I'm here to issue a challenge to you and you to me. We're going to put auteur theory to the test.
We're challenging it literally. We're going to challenge each other to each make a film, and we're going to challenge each other to make the best film, but there's a catch to this challenge. We have to make this film completely by ourselves. So, like we said before, we're challenging auteur theory to the max.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be no sound recordist, no production design. We will be the auteur, and we'll be the only role on set.
We have to come up with some ground rules, obviously.
Yep. Kind of like the Dogma movement, where they came up with ground rules, and Lars von Trier's The Five Obstructions as well.
Mm-hmm. All right, rule 1. We have 3 days to film all materials, and the film has to be a minimum of 1 minute and a maximum of 3 minutes. Rule 2, a clear narrative. Rule number 3, no limits on genre. And number 4, no outside creative input. And number 5, any kit and any locations you can get your hands on, fair game.
Okay.
And number 6, no creative contact with the documentary crew. Rule 7, all materials must be shot or recorded or acquired in those 3 days. And finally, rule 8, the winner will be decided by a screening that will be attended by our peers, and it will be put to a vote. All right, well, in that case, Cameron, I challenge you to make a film by yourself.
I challenge you to make a film by yourself as well.
You're on. Hey, Karis.
Yeah.
Could I borrow some fake blood?
Right now, I'm trying to write my script.
So I wrote the script. I wanted it set in one location. I want it to be outdoors because indoors is kind of like, you know, a bit too controlled. I want kind of like an element of chaos to it.
It's proved to be quite difficult.
Doing it's going to be a dick ache. We've got all this kit. I don't know how to use any of it.
I'm quite happy with the idea. It's something that I can do by myself.
I really don't know how this is going to go.
Finished writing it last night at about midnight. So I kind of left it till last minute.
Doesn't sound good.
Ow.
Plan is, gonna film over there because there's a mark on the tree and it might look weird. I think this is gonna go fine.
Walking in scene, take 1. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Start again.
This is a rehearsal. Lola! That looks dumb. No, it didn't. Huh? I can't input. You can't input. You can't see shit. What?
Hang on. Hang on. Why can't... Maybe I'll just do a new shot as well. What's wrong with that? I don't know. I don't think it would provide much shot dynamic, and it just looks a bit shit as well.
Oh yeah, no, get it close with this. I think I'm gonna have to settle that that's as good as I'm gonna get that. Lola! It didn't come off. That's not gonna come off either.
Is it a good take for you?
I think so. I hope so, because I'm not doing another one.
You know what? I might just about be done there.
Do you find there's less pressure to get it perfect?
Yeah, there is less pressure. Yeah. It wasn't as hard as I thought it'd be. It was still a little bit difficult, if you know what I mean.
I'm not a director. I'm a producer. I'm just trying to make this go quickly and smoothly with as little damage to uni equipment as possible. I think it's raining. There's a little splash on the GoPro lens. Scene 1.1, take 1. No. And cut. That's nice. That's good. A little bit of improv. All right. So that was a and a fucking massive grip wrench just came and fell and Alright, well let's do one more quickly before this tree comes fucking... No. Yes! And cut. Ooh, that was a good one.
Love on your face.
That's basically a wrap on filming. Relatively smoothly. I don't think it's going to be like Citizen Kane, but it'll be one of my better films.
So,
Congratulations, by the way.
well done. Thank you very much. Cheers.
The initial aim of the film was to put auteur theory to the max in that. In auteur theory, the director is the main creative force behind a film. We altered it so that the director was the only creative force behind the film.
How do you feel the whole process went?
It was daunting. In terms of writing, once I got over the initial panic, the writing went really smoothly, and I really quite liked my idea. And then it actually came to filming, and I've never been more worried in my life. I learned how to use a GoPro the night before shooting.
Oh, it's recording. Oh, that's chill.
The filming I was not okay with. I'm just not a technician. I'm not a director. I don't like cameras and stuff, and it was something I really had to like stretch to do. How did you find it?
Like I said, I'm quite experienced with technical side. Shooting went really smoothly. I was panicking, I think, the night before with writing. I had no idea what to do. But I think the biggest thing I think I took away from it, like I learned from it, is just how exhausted I got from doing it all by myself. I shot it in 2 to 3 hours.
Same.
2 to 3 hours felt like a full 12 hour of shooting.
I agree.
But mentally, my head was just like hurting. I just couldn't do it really anymore. And I think like when it comes to auteur theory, like doing this to the max,
You can't offload work to other people.
yeah. And I think that says a lot about the creative side of filmmaking. This film, I think, is a great metaphor for taking other creative influences from other people and throwing it into your film, and maybe not just being the only person behind the driving force. And I think it works sometimes. Like, for example, worked in the originals with George Lucas and Star Wars, but when it came to the prequels, he still wanted to be that auteur, and he wanted to still be the auteur of something that had grown so big,
Right.
and he didn't want to take any of those creative things in.
What do you think we've proved?
We've proved two things. I think we've proved one thing that is really obvious. We've proved that it's so much better to make a film with a crew, with more people. But I think the thing we've proved that a lot of people might disagree with before actually doing it is the whole creative side, and come up with an idea completely by yourself and driving it all by yourself. I don't know. I used to kind of believe in auteur theory before this.
Yeah.
After this
Are
experience,
you more open to collaboration now?
yes, you're just going to get so much more out of inviting people in and letting them have their say and letting them have their own inputs.
Before, I didn't truly value other people's say. I would always take what they said with a pinch of salt. Like, I see it now as, oh, here's what they're offering, and here's why that's a good thing. And so I think I'm going to be way more open to stuff like that in the future. This has been a worthwhile endeavor. Cameron, thank you for doing this challenge with me.
You
and
too.
Congratulations on your win.
Thank you very much. I'll take it to my grave.
Okay. And...
Cut.
Sick.